What is going on, you guys? It's Extreme here, and welcome back to Raiders Strike, a series I do Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 11 a.m. Pacific time. In this series, I will be doing the raid, both raids currently, and any and all strikes I possibly can. In this week's episodes, I am doing the Vault of Glass on normal mode with a bunch of random guys that actually, they all know each other. I don't know any of them. Just throwing that out there. Anyways, in today's episode, I've got a bunch of different things I want to talk about regarding Destiny. I want to mention the Crucible. I want to talk about the Nightfall. I want to talk about future plans for this series. And I want to address some of you guys' comments. So I actually want to address the comments from yesterday's episode first. So we're going to get into that right now. So two of you guys left comments on yesterday's episode. I've already said that. And one of them was from Liam, asking if yesterday's episode was a post-edit commentary. Yes, it was. Today is also a post-edit commentary, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys right now, for those that are interested in knowing for future reference, anytime I do a live comm, I will announce it at the start of the video that this is a live commentary. Any other videos I do where I don't say that, you can assume 99% of the time it's post-edit. Okay, so hopefully that clears that up for you guys. I will probably put some kind of indicator on the screen in future episodes if it's post-edit or live, but for now, it's post-edit. There you go. The next thing that was left was from my buddy Pan, who I haven't talked to in a while, man. Where you been, bro? I accept your offer, dude, to join I don't know if you were asking me to join your raid team or to play with your raid team. To be honest, either way, I accept the offer, dude. Yes, I am on PlayStation 4, and you can find me on Destiny pretty much 7 days a week. I'm on here all the time. If I'm not doing the raid or strikes, I'm doing bounties or something else, or I'm farming for Glimmer, or just dicking around because I've got nothing better to do. Seriously, that's not a joke. That's really how often I'm on. I am on this thing a lot. It helps that, I don't have kids or, anything else important to do. So, yeah. Anytime you're on, dude, just go ahead and hit me up. And if I'm free, absolutely. Also, if you're doing a raid that I need to do, then I'm definitely going to join up. And I actually want to extend that offer to anyone else that's on the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation Network. I think you have to be on PS4 anyways. If you would like to play Destiny with yours truly, be it do a raid, do a strike, do a nightfall, do a weekly, do a daily, or you just need help getting through something, go ahead and send me a friend request on PlayStation 4. My gamer tag is XtremeFTW. It did just pop up on the screen when I destroyed that oracle. There's another one for you. If you can't see that, I will put a link. I'll put it down in the description below. I'll go ahead and put it down there. If you guys want to send me a friend request on PlayStation 4, I'm also on Xbox 360, but I do not play Destiny on that system. Just want to clarify that right now. But I'll go ahead and put the information in the description below for you guys if you want to send me a friend request. I do ask one thing. Just tell me you guys are a sub. I do get random friend requests, either because I use Destiny LFG or from people just playing the game. It's happened to me before where I get a friend request and I'm all, who the fuck is this? And if I don't know who it is, I just delete the request. So when you send me a friend request, simply say YouTube sub, something like that, or something to that degree. I'll go ahead and add you almost instantly, because then I'm like, oh, cool, you're good, done. It's that simple now. Before, I was a lot more critical about adding friends. And I've added two of you guys, Liam and Connor. I've added you two guys. I've played with Connor once, unfortunately. I'm on a lot. Most of the time I'm doing stuff that, unless you're level 30 or above, you're not going to really be able to do with me. Mostly due to the fact that, most of the activities I'm doing, you got to be a certain level. And I do bounties a lot when I'm trying to upgrade shit. And I just try to knock those motherfuckers out, man. I don't want to be on it forever. But yeah, go ahead and send me a friend request, and anytime you're on, if I'm not busy, I will join up with you guys. And yeah, I'm always looking for people to do the raids with too, by the way. So if you guys have characters that haven't done the raid or are going to do the raid and you need an extra person, or you just want to play with yours truly, I'm always game, dude. Unless I'm busy. If I'm doing my own thing, like last week, holy fuck, man. I had so much crap I had to upgrade and rank up. Oh, I'm finally done ranking up shit. I don't have anything to rank up anymore. And at this point, the commentary is going to get a little random, sorry. Because I just kind of want to put it out there to you guys. I love playing this game a lot. I sadly play it solo a lot. Which leads me into the next thing I want to talk about, which is the Nightfall from this week. Yeah, let's talk about that bullshit. So this week's Nightfall is our old pal Separus. It is the very first strike you do in Destiny, whether it's available to do in Destiny. It is on Earth, and if you have an Earth bounty, such as get certain like Cosma drops or whatever, shit like that, it's a great way to get the bounty done. It's also a really nice place to farm, believe it or not. It's actually a really nice place to farm if you have the right gear. You can go in there, that first area, you're going to get a bunch of yellow barred enemies. You can go in there, farm it, die, do it over again. Specifically, it's best to do the Nightfall version. Why? Well, because once you're dead, you're done. You just have to load back in. It's that simple. And if you can get through the first area, if you have the right gear, you can get a pretty decent amount of glimmer in a very short amount of time. Sorta. To be honest, I don't think it's really that great of a mission. It's pretty much a pain in the ass, especially because there's arc damage. If it was Void or Solar, this Nightfall would have been just unbelievably easy. Holy God, it would have been so fucking easy. Well, maybe not Void. If it was Void, you'd be kind of screwed in the final boss fight. But arc damage, yeah, you're basically fucked right out the get-go. And I wish you luck if you're doing it solo. I was able to do it solo 3 times, and I hated every fucking time I did it. Because every time I soloed the Nightfall this week, I didn't get dick. I got something, alright? I got a legendary weapon every time I did it, which is great if I needed legendary weapons that had shitty perks on them or had an element that I didn't need. And that's what I got this week. I got nothing I needed, nothing useful. It was all dog shit. I was so fucking pissed. Oh, I was pissed. I got 2 legendary auto rifles. One of them had okay, decent perks. Still not worth keeping because I already had an auto rifle that was better than that. And I got a rocket launcher that had solar damage. I've already got 2 rocket launchers that have solar damage. I don't need a third. No, I'm good. If it was the Galahorn, I would have kept it. But no, not just a legendary. And it had really bad perks anyways. And then the other auto rifle I got was just garbage. So yeah, I didn't get dick out of the Nightfall this week, and it actually pissed me off quite a bit. I mean, you go through that whole thing, and if you do it solo, and this is something else I want to talk about, and we'll talk about that in a minute. When you do the Nightfalls or the Crucible, which, you know what, let's go ahead and go into that right now. If you're wondering why I keep kind of stopping, it's because when I jump to different thoughts, I really want to separate my thoughts in the commentary, because if I don't like what I say, I'm going to go back and redo it. And that said, I want to discuss with you guys the reward system in Destiny, as well as the Crucible's rewards, and just how bullshit it is that you kind of get shafted quite a bit in this game. As far as if you do well, you get shafted. If you do shitty, you get rewarded. Does that make any fucking sense? Or if you do absolutely nothing at all, you can be rewarded in this game. I call bullshit. RNG should not be used for the reward. Who gets rewarded? If you do well, if you play well, if you play the entire game, specifically this is in strikes especially. You know, if you die a lot, you shouldn't really get a reward, even if you have a shit ton of kills. If you die a lot in the Crucible, it's Crucible, you know? But if you're on like a strike or something, your tier of what you get should be lowered. But I have seen it happen, and I'm pretty sure some of you have too. Fuck, knowing you guys, some of you might have actually done this, where you'll go into Destiny, you'll go into a strike, and then you'll put your controller down and walk away. If you do that shit, and I find you, I will fucking do everything in my power to make sure you die over and over again. I really hate people that do that kind of crap. I've seen it happen. I've been involved in games where it's happened. And in one game, I was immensely pissed. Oh, I was pissed. I've been trying for the last 2 weeks to get a Gallahorn. This asshole jumps into a strike. Strike starts. What's he do? He stays in the starting area. Cool. What a dick. Funny thing happens. Doesn't do a fucking thing the entire game. Doesn't kill a single enemy. Doesn't do jack shit. What does this asshole get? Yep. I was fucking livid. And it's something that I know Destiny is working on. Yeah, if you're wondering what's going on here, for those that have never seen this, if the relic gets dropped, the game kills everybody. Unfortunately, I died before that happened because the fucking Templar got me. Yeah, fuck that guy. But I guess my complaint really is due to the fact that the reward system in Destiny isn't always fair. Now, for stuff like this, where you're doing the Vault of Glass, the rewards should be random because everyone's doing their part. You have to do your part, otherwise you're not going to get anywhere. That said, it doesn't always go according to plan. And I'm totally losing my train of thought here. Bear with me for a second, you guys. When you're doing the vaults, the rewards should be random. When you're doing a strike, the rewards should be random. But I don't think somebody who's doing badly should be rewarded with an exotic weapon. If someone does nothing, they shouldn't be rewarded with something. They shouldn't get shit. And yet they're still getting stuff. It's just frustrating to me. It's really, really frustrating. It's really aggravating. And I don't know why that's a thing. I don't understand why this has been considered a fair and just reward system for a game that can be very difficult, you know? In certain situations, it makes sense for there to be RNG. But in many others, the RNG should not be there. It should be whoever is doing the best should be rewarded the best, and who's doing the worst should be rewarded the worst. Do I think people should not be rewarded? If you're not doing anything, absolutely. But if you're doing, you know, if you're trying to do something, to be helpful, to be useful, yeah, you absolutely should be rewarded. But you shouldn't get a fucking Gallahorn, you know? I mean, come on, that's bullshit. Anyways, I'm done harping. I do have one last thing I want to touch on, and that is the Iron Banner. And how I fucking hate the Crucible. So let's get into that. Now, like many other people, I have been very vocal about how much I dislike the Crucible in Destiny. Don't get me wrong, the Crucible can be very, very fun. It can be very enjoyable. It can be rewarding. But the Crucible does not have really good connection-based situations. I don't know how the Crucible is set up as far as how you're put in lobbies, you know, and it really, really bugs me when people with really shitty connections in the Iron Banner are able to go super positive because no one can really kill them. I call bull fucking shit. Yeah. That happened to me. Twice. Also, I don't think in the Iron Banner especially, you should be able to play with groups. I mean, let's be honest. A lot of people that play Destiny are solo players. I am typically a solo player. That said, Iron Banner should be one of those events where power matters, yes, but you cannot play with your best buddies. You have to play with complete random individuals. Why? Because when you play with people that you know, you have an advantage. I mean, it's bad enough that you've already got power advantages. Now you have a tactical advantage because you have people playing with you. And because you don't get rewarded for reputation if you don't win, it just makes the Iron Banner that much more frustrating. And the Crucible in general is a bunch of bullshit in this game. It never should have been introduced. Not a lot of people play it. In fact, to the best of my knowledge, less than fucking 50%. No, even less than that. I think it's like 30% of the people that play Destiny actually play the Iron Banner regularly. Keyword there is regularly. Any other game, I mean, Call of Duty, a perfect example. More than 80% of the people that play that game, no, I think it's like 60. 60% of the people that play that game play the multiplayer. Okay? That regularly play that game, play the multiplayer. Okay, cool. Right on. That's a perfect example of a game that should be there. But Destiny is really it's a campaign style game. It's a cooperative game. It's intended to be played with multiple people. But the Crucible just doesn't make sense. I feel that they threw it in there because Activision, almost all of their games have some kind of PvP element. And this was not a game that should have had PvP elements in it. It should have strictly been the cooperative multiplayer experience, not the PvP experience. It should have been PvE the entire time, no PvP. Fuck PvP, fuck the Crucible. They can suck a fat hairy dick as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I'm a little bitter about the fucking Crucible. Especially, like I said, when people get rewarded for doing total dog shit. Before I recorded this commentary, I was doing the Iron Banner, and I had 3 games back to back where I did fucking phenomenal. Guy on the losing team who did just horrid got a plan C. Now I have a plan C, so it doesn't bother me that much, but the fact that he still was rewarded for doing fucking badly, that's bullshit. It's frustrating. You know, if someone has a bad game all the time, should they receive some kind of special treatment? Fuck no. It's frustrating. It's not right. If you do well, you should be rewarded well. If you do badly, either you shouldn't be rewarded or you should be rewarded appropriately. That's my honest take. And if you're going to reward people, reward everybody, because it's frustrating. You know, especially the way Destiny is set up, you might as well just reward everybody. If you're going to reward the good players and the bad players, or better, or even worse, and I've seen it happen, the bad players are the ones who get rewarded. The good players, you know what they get? Good job, Timmy. That's it. You get a pat on the fucking head. Fuck you. Give me something, goddammit. Anyways, this has been episode 2 of Raider Strikes. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I was all over the place with this commentary. I'm going to go do Crota's End with my hunter today. Pan, if you're going to be on and you're going to be doing Crota or Vault, hard mode, or regular mode, whatever, dude, I'm down. And yeah, like I said, XtremeFTW, anyone wants to play with me, send me a friend request. Again, just let me know you're from YouTube, guys. That's all I ask. It helps me out a lot. I don't like adding random people. It gets frustrating. All right, so that's it for today. We're doing this jump. It's not really a jump puzzle. It's like a jump maze. And it was funny, these guys are playing together, and you'd think they know this route. At that moment, they're like, oh shit, we're going the wrong way. No, we weren't going the wrong way. You just fucking missed the hole. Anyways, that's what she said. I will see you guys tomorrow for another one. Until next time, adios. Fuck this. I want to kill shit. Let's kill shit. So, whenever I do these raids with random people I don't know, I'm fairly quiet. So, typically, at this point, I'm usually like, alright, I'm going to start talking a little more. No, let's see, I'm still feeling people out. And at this point, I was a little more talkative than normal. Just random shit, you guys. Just, again, trying to fill you in on what's happening in what was happening while we were playing the game. And I was being a little more talkative, talking to the guys, asking like, what do you guys want to do? Who's going where? What? And they're just like, well, it's only the first conflict, so we can pretty much go wherever.